Not only is Elon Musk one of the world's most successful entrepreneur and runs billion-dollar companies as Tesla and SpaceX, Elon Musk is also the proud father of 6 incredible boys, as you may know, which might make you question what kind of lifestyle his rich children have. They must be treated with extravagant gifts and luxuries beyond their wildest imaginations, right? And what kind of father is Elon Musk? Welcome to Future Today. We'll look at the lives of Elon Musk's billionaire kids. Before we do, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Raising 6 sons isn't easy, especially for someone who is also running multiple billion-dollar companies. That's a lot to manage at the same time. But what most people don't know is that Elon Musk has a pretty unconventional parenting approach. And of course, it helps that he is so wealthy. Even if they were to share the money twice, Elon's vast family, being the world's richest man, would undoubtedly place all of Elon's sons on the Forbes Top 100 list. But that's because Elon Musk isn't your typical wealthy individual. He works as if he's still living paycheck to paycheck, putting in 70-hour work weeks on a weekly basis. As a result, parenting 6 boys isn't simple, particularly for someone with so many responsibilities. Elon must manage multiple businesses, attend meetings with key individuals from over the globe, and guarantee that humanity's existential dilemma and probable extinction are avoided. That's a lot of responsibility on one man's shoulders. So how does Elon strike a balance between being a parent and being one of the world's most successful entrepreneurs? First and foremost, just one of his 6 boys is not a teenager, so Elon is pretty well out of the woods when it comes to spending time with the kids. They probably don't want to spend every waking second of the day with their father like other teenage guys their age. However, not everyone's father launches rockets into orbit and runs multi-billion-dollar companies. His sons, Griffin and Xavier, and first kids, are twins and were born back in 2004 via in vitro fertilization. Kai, Saxon, and Damien are triplets born in 2006, again through in vitro fertilization. And finally, we have the newest member of the family, Ash, who is 12-year-old and was born on May 4, 2020, to Musk's previous girlfriend, Canadian musician Grimes. Elon's first son, Nevada Alexander Musk, unfortunately died in 2002 from sudden infant death syndrome. Elon avoids speaking about the tragedy since the kid was only 10 months old at the time. Elon has even joked that he would rather poke a fork in his hand than talk about his personal life on many occasions. Elon does not have the time to do what other dads would do with their boys over the weekend due to his hectic schedule and, of course, increasing the massive wealth for his sons. Cookouts, picnics, and even watching the game with the boys are all possibilities. That does not, however, make Elon a poor parent. If anything, he said multiple times that he has a genuine love for his children. In fact, he's dubbed them his real love on many occasions. Elon spends every waking hour of his non-work hours interacting with his children. The children are also blessed with a wealthy father who can afford to take them wherever in the globe. This means they get to see some of the world's most exotic locations as their father engages in crucial debates about electricity and renewable energy with some of the world's most influential people. Elon makes it a point to fly his boys down to the Tesla plant in Fremont, California, if he is unable to complete his task. In addition, the family goes on a camping vacation every year to spend quality time together. This is a chance to get away from the press and to give Elon a much-needed rest as he recovers from a strenuous work schedule. He too received education like other children from affluent families with a large fortune to look forward to. Elon Musk's boys are homeschooled, but it isn't the typical kind of homeschooling. They are enrolled in their father's school from at an early age. The Ad Astra school that he created was just for them. But why? Because he believed there was no need for his boys to be exposed to the current poor school curriculum, especially given the poor quality of education provided by many public and even private institutions in the area. Students have varied talents at different periods, according to Musk. It's more practical to tailor their education to their aptitudes and skills. He believed that public schools' pedagogical method was too archaic. They adopt one syllabus that is used for years, and then they adopt another ostensibly fresh one with minimal revisions to the preparatory curriculum. His boys are not put in grades at Elon's school. Instead, he has recruited some of the top instructors in the world to educate them based on their interests, aptitudes, and talents. If a student excels in a specific topic, the teacher's goal is to foster and develop that skill. The school also educates kids to concentrate their efforts on issue solving rather than depending on the tools and innovations of others to solve problems. His boys are often handed a sequence of electrical components to disassemble after they've completed the task. They'll be given each part to examine and figure out how it contributes to the overall operation of the gadget. Ad Astra's educational model would be skills-oriented and have goals like a focus on problem-solving and gamification to encourage to learn. Elon is clearly educating his boys to be leaders rather than followers. Instead of becoming prisoners to the system's life and discipline, he wants children to grow up in an atmosphere where they may thrive and become the most excellent version of themselves. Musk has said that one thing that disturbs him about his boys is that they did not suffer as much as he did at a young age. In hindsight, he feels this experience helped form and mold him into the person he is today. He believes that suffering provided him with an additional boost of strength and will to succeed in life. In South Africa, Musk was a victim of institutional bullying, and he was struck in the face on a regular basis. If there was no blood, he'd wake up, brush it off, and go on as if nothing had happened. On the other hand, his boys are growing up with a unique combination of experiences not available to most children their age. They won't know it until they're far into their 20s. He remembers, for example, bringing them to the Monaco Grand Prix, where they met the Prince and Princess of Monaco. What shocked him the most was how unconcerned they appeared to be about it. All of this seems to be expected, but it isn't. But let's face it, most youngsters would never think of having the chance to socialize with Europe's elite. Elon is a loving parent, but he is also a stern one. One rule he's instilled in his family is that his boys must read more books than play computer games. They aren't permitted to play foolish video games. Do you agree with this rule? For example, Elon once discovered them playing a video game in which the main aim was to. He was so enraged that he demanded that they immediately erase the Touch a Cookie game. Then he instructed them to download another game in which the goal was to measure a bird's flight route. Elon explained that in that game there was at least some physics involved. In contrast to most children from affluent circumstances, how will his kids develop? Elon's boys seem to be well-rooted, with an ever-present father figure shaping them into the most refined versions of themselves. Elon is both delicate and robust. He makes sure kids receive the best of what the world has to offer, but he also makes sure it doesn't go to their heads, particularly when they will be inheriting a large sum of money. That's far into the billions of dollars. Elon's boys have been caught misbehaving at a house party or participating in a dangerous activity. However, they are still young and have only just begun to enjoy the freedom that comes with pre-adulthood. On the plus side, Elon seems to be leading them along a road of succession, with his direction and nurturing, where they will ideally take over from where he leaves off. We might be looking at the next CEOs of Tesla, SpaceX, and any of Elon's other companies. What we do know is that Elon's boys will have a great future. Do you believe all of Elon Musk's sons will pursue careers in technology? Or is it possible that one of them is born with an artistic talent that will develop through time? As Elon Musk's sister, Tosca Musk, is a filmmaker, so maybe his kids will follow in her footsteps. Please share your thoughts in the comments box below. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get updated with everything on future technology, Elon Musk, or SpaceX. Thank you for watching.